Hi everybody, how's it going? We are here with a reading. The first card that we have out is Temperance. When we have Temperance coming out, it is something that we are moving through the process of. It's something that it takes some time for us to be figuring it out. It looks like you are slowly coming to a conclusion, and it also feels as well like it looks like there's something here that you have been looking for. This can be something that you have been searching for, something that you've been seeking. I feel like you're in the process. It doesn't feel like you've totally found it yet, but that you're actively looking. Right now you can feel a lack of connection, but this is just further confirming for you that you're doing the right thing here for yourself. Meaning, if you feel like you're lacking a sense of connection and you're actively looking for what it is that you're going to connect with, this is just saying that you're tuning into the process, saying, hey, I'm feeling a lack of connection, or I'm feeling some stagnancy here. I'm looking to see what I'm going to be connecting with next. So it just is you like following the rhythm of things here, even though you're still searching around. The cards that I'm seeing, it kind of feels like looking in the dark for something, but I feel like when you get closer, you're going to feel the pull of it. I keep seeing these energies that are in the sky looking at the ground, like flying over the land looking for something. And it may even be taking you outside of where you'd been before, because we have the moon here. So this can be like, maybe I already know what's here and I already know what's familiar to me. Maybe I can expand beyond that, and that's where I'm going to find what it is that I'm looking for. I'm seeing Ace of Pentacles. There's a new chapter that you're going to be starting. It may not have fully materialized yet, though. This is a chapter that's going to be, you're going to be working hand in hand with your deepest internal world moving through this. Understanding your deeper sense of connection with yourself and the things that resonate with you on an energetic standpoint. So this will be very much based in feeling. Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of a pickle. You cannot like that something isn't, you cannot like that something is not resolved yet. It feels like this is something that's been ongoing, and you can feel like you're held back from living the rest of your life until this is something that's resolved. But it just feels like that's what it's like to be in the process right now of this. And it's not meant to be comfortable, because you're not meant to stay here. Things are meant to change. Yeah, I feel this Five of Swords and Two of Cups feels like, Two of Cups is the thing that you're going to feel connected with, but Five of Swords is the stuff going on in your head that keeps you from there. It's like you see what you want over here, but there's stuff that's stopping you, and you have to work through this in order to be able to get over there to your Two of Cups. And this means this can be conflicting thoughts that you're having. This can just be thoughts in general. See how this bird is like hung up here? See how this is like, nope, you can't get through that. It's like you have to work through the mental stuff in order to get to your Two of Cups over there. It's like, I feel like you see it, but you can't access it because you have to work through this stuff first. And seeing Temperance above, this is your mental stuff that gets you in a place where you're actually not open-hearted towards the things that you want for some reason. So this can be like, I'm actually working through triggers right now that don't allow me to connect on a deeper level with what I want. This feels like I'm already aware that that's my Two of Cups, but it can be getting blocked from moving in that direction. So as I said before, you can see what this is already, but it feels like you can't access it because you have to work through this stuff first. And for some of you seeing the Eight of Cups there may be choices, there may be decisions that you have to make to connect with that. And it can be something that hasn't been done yet. Like the changes haven't been made yet, essentially. It's funny, like the way that this looks to me is that it looks like you're over here and you're kind of in this like little prison that you've set up for yourself, and that it's like the Two of Cups is coming over to come visit you and to say hi, but then is gonna like fly back, because this feels like there are constraints that you have. These are self-imposed. There are constraints that you have right now, but this energy doesn't have that. And so it's not going to like get in there with you. You're going to have to be the one to liberate yourself from this in order to go join that. This can be a vibrational frequency thing as well. But there's this desire to go for it. There really is. I'm even seeing something enhancing here. If you're feeling like you have something going on that feels very mundane to you, what is the point of that for you? Because there's always a point. What is the point? Because I'm sensing a lack of resolution here. And there's a need to connect with the deeper purpose and the deeper meaning of this, because this feels like there's mental stuff that you have to work through in order to unlock your energy. It's like your energy is in a treasure chest, but that treasure chest is locked by mental blocks that you have going on right now. You have to work through the mental blocks to have access to the energy to then put it where you want to be putting it. Otherwise, it feels like it keeps being funneled into the same stuff that you have going on. In order to shift the trajectory a bit, you're going to have to work through the mental stuff. And it feels too like there are just conclusions that you're going to have to come to, that you may not totally fully be there yet. But you can see the symptoms of this because you may not be feeling particularly pleased with certain things that you have going on right now. And I'm not saying this is like in every area of your life. This can be places where you're supposed to feel an electric feeling, sense of connection to things, where that's actually not what's going on, and it's telling you that the wire's kind of dead there, but it can be something that you continue feeding into. I am seeing a tower. Interesting. With the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. This can be a very big epiphany. Okay. So right now within your life, there can be a lot of stuff that's shifting around, and it can feel like a lot of old structures within your life there's a demolition that's happening. Some of you can have somebody leaving unexpectedly. This can also be you deciding that you're going to separate. That can be something that's happening as well. Having Two of Cups and having the Moon, this is about exploring a deeper sense of connection with what is vibrationally a match for you now. And even like for where you want to be and what it is that you want to resonate with versus what you were resonating with before, but feeling like it lacked an emphasis that you want. Because Four of Cups is anything but passionate. And so there can be a lack of passion that you have for something that you've been putting your energy into. And it can be a time when you're questioning that, why am I doing that? And it can be a time when you're like abruptly going to take action. You're going to do something. Eight of Cups in the Tower can be like, I don't want to be feeling like this anymore. I need to take action. I need to do something. because I'm not feeling like I'm aligned. And when we have the energy of Pisces there, you can feel like spiritually there's something you need to do to get into alignment. Energetically, there's something you need to do to get into alignment. And this is coming from a place of unconditional love within yourself, of a full feeling of acceptance of what it is that you're feeling, whether it's something that you feel connected to, whether it's something you feel disconnected from, whatever it is that's going on, coming into a place where you're opening your heart totally and completely to what it is that you're feeling, and allowing yourself to go into that unknown territory of yourself and to go explore and see what it's really telling you and what you find when you go in there. But you can feel not totally open-hearted with it, even though I'm seeing this as a process that you're working with. I'm not seeing you be totally closed off. No, I'm not going to go over there. This feels more so like gingerly stepping in the direction of the unknown, even though there's a part of you that still feels really freaked out about this, or you feel really uncomfortable, or you're still having to deal with blocks all the time that you're experiencing, like the thought blocking that you're doing. Slowly but surely, I'm seeing you shifting your energy over, and that there is an exploration. I'm feeling drawn towards the bats that are on the moon card. Bats are associated with transformation. This is an energy that feels very Scorpio to me, of a transition that's being made within your life, of you coming into a place where you are joining, you are linking, you are connecting, rather than pushing away what it is that you're feeling on the deepest levels. And this is actually the thing that is empowering the type of experience that you'd actually prefer, if only you would allow yourself to be open-hearted. But it can be something that you're still struggling with at times. I feel like most of all on a mental level. Feels too like this is connected with where you actually want to be going, where you really want to be going, what you want life to look like up ahead, and how to actually get there. What route is actually going to take you there. And that can be something that you're in the process of figuring out right now. The way that I'm seeing this Eight of Cups in the Tower feels like you being perched on something, and naturally it's starting to fall over. And so all you're doing is responding by having to sort of like fly off of it and see where the wind is going to take you here. And it's the wind of what you're feeling on a deeper level. Like this is, you're not just randomly showing up somewhere or arriving somewhere, you're being guided on purpose. Like that wind holds purpose if only you'd spread your wings, and it will take you where you need to go. But there's a need to go with the flow here of that. Because I'm wondering too, if you're trying to go back and perch on something and it's like it's on the way down, you're gonna have to find somewhere else, but it can be something that you're still in the process of processing. And this kind of feels like an internal tectonic shifting that's taking place, but it's bringing you closer to union, and that is the point. And I feel as well like there's a lot of stuff that is on the table. If you work through your mental stuff, you'll be able to access the possibilities of what those things are. And as I said before, this feels like a process that you've already been working through. And maybe you're getting close enough to change that's going to be happening that feels more palpable. And that can be why this is coming up now at this time. It's going to inform you of what the next steps are to be taking. I will say this, looking at five of swords, looking at Five of Cups feels like I'm not happy with this the way that it is, but then like you have to do something to change it then. It's like this cycle that you don't like, but then being like, well, it's not going to be me. And it's like, well, the cycle isn't going to change. You're going to have to do something, but it's going to have to do with your mind. You have to change something. You have to work through something within your mind in order to get that different result. Otherwise, you're going to stay within a gridlock and you're not going to be able to access what it is that you want here. Some of you too, this is a very big shift in dynamics that you're experiencing. I am seeing Sagittarius and Pisces and Mars and Mercury. When we have Mars and Mercury together, especially with Pisces looming over it, these can be big epiphanies that you have where you realize, I need to take action now in order to make this happen. I need to say this thing. I need to do this thing. It can be understanding your intention in a deeper way, like stuff that maybe you hadn't revealed to yourself or hadn't been ready for. And then you're having these like major, deep spiritual epiphanies where you're understanding the deeper context of situations, your place within it, and how to take action, what to do. And it can be something that you felt you weren't totally connected with before, but now I'm seeing you be in a place where it's like you're getting plugged back in. And you can feel connected with your guidance once again, maybe in a way where you hadn't totally been feeling like that before, only because there was resistance. And resistance comes from you getting the guidance and not your heart not being open to it, and then that disconnect being there on purpose because we're pushing it away. Like, I don't want to know what's best for me. I don't even want you to tell me that's what I'm going to be happier with, because that means I'm going to have to do something now that's difficult. It's just the ways that we interact with within the energy, like how we rebel against it. When really it's telling you how to get to what you want. So it's something funny like that, the way that it works. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.